Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is TB and Nighthawk. Today we're going to be talking about how to master Hoplite Battle Royale. Now, of course, there are other Hoplite game modes, and I encourage you to play those, but the most popular is, of course, Battle Royale. Is it even the most popular? I don't know. I like it the most. It's becoming more popular as time goes on, and of course, it's kind of the default game mode, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. Might make another video on the other one, but honestly, I don't really care. So, first thing you're going to want to do when you land in the Hoplite world, and of course, you're going to want to land away from people. The reason you're going to want to land away from people is, of course, although there is grace period, you don't want people stealing your loot, and there is only so much loot in each area of the map, so you're going to want to watch out landing too close to other people. Specifically, that massive tree that everyone lets to land at for some reason is a good spot, and there are some strats that work in accordance with that. But it's not really the best idea because you're going to get your loot stolen by a lot of other people. You also want to keep in mind there are a lot of unique crafts, unique weapons, like the Dragon Katana, very useful, the Smelter's Pickaxe, the Lumberjack Axe. These are all very useful things that you should keep in mind are going to be useful for crafting. You're also going to want to make sure you keep track of food supply. Food is very useful in this game, as it is in normal Minecraft. But there is no natural health regeneration, so you are going to want heals, golden apples, golden heads are very useful, so gold is something you want to get a lot of. Other ores are also very useful, more useful than in normal Minecraft in this, including redstone, lapis, and copper, because they have unique crafts that are associated with them. There are also kits in this. There are kits just like in Hypixel, a lot of game modes in Hypixel. I have the Looter's Kit equipped right now, which means I get this Gat Dagger, and you get better drops when killing animals. Like, for example, when I kill this pig, I won't do anything this time, but I've got some meat. It has a chance to give you other things, like one pig gave me lapis, and you can actually craft tridents in this game with lapis and diamond. You didn't know, that's a bit of a fun fact. There are a couple other things to keep in mind. There are very many strategies, and you kind of got to adapt your strategy and your loadout and your hotbar to what your situation is in the game. Like, some people like to go for bastions, some people like to rush diamonds, rush potions, some people like to get out early with kills and kind of snowball from there, right? Some people like to go for those weapons like the Minosaur, the Dragon Katana, the Artemis bow is also a great one. Like, see from that sheep, I just got a golden apple. It's actually very useful. But you're going to want a lot of resources, and it's really the game resource management. That's where you're gonna really set apart the good players from the bad players. Don't really spend all your time going for one ingredient for a rare craft, though. It's really never worth it. You're going to want to make sure you kind of spread your time out and get comfortable before the PvP starts. There are some other unique weapons, like the Sonic Crossbow, very good. You can only craft a couple of these kind of light versions of things. Like, you can craft 2 light apples or 4 bundled arrows. And beyond that, you need to actually craft them like you would normally, but when you do it the first couple times, you can craft it with less of what you normally would. So that's kind of useful. Keep that in mind. When you're running away from someone, and also you're going to want to practice running and chasing people, because that's a large part of this game, make sure you try, and if you're losing the battle, don't run, but hide. Hiding is probably going to be your best bet, especially since you can just go 2 down, and make a little hidey hole like that. You can also rush things. That's a common strategy. Like, I want to rush, enchants or sharpness on swords. Speed pots are very useful, especially since there's a lot of chasing, as mentioned. Gold is essential. You should keep that in mind. And bow aim is also very essential, because bows are a large part of this game. My favorite class, of course, Looter, which is the one I'm playing right now, and Miner, which is also quite good, because it allows you to get a quick start and go into the caves. Going into the caves is really how you're going to get geared up in most of your games. And of course, never play the, never play Trapper class, because it's absolutely garbage. You can land in structures, you can land in caves. Those are kind of the 2 play styles, right? There are other, as I said, the other game mode, Civilization, right? You can play that as well. although I really like to play Battle Royale. Hiding strategies are actually pretty good in this. Like, I'm just going to try and chill in this for a bit, kind of get my inventory organized, and just act like I'm not here. The trapper strategy is just not really worth it, but you can kind of just relax for a bit. You don't really have to go into PvP right when it starts. I'm just going to kind of rapid fire a couple here. You can craft obsidian with water and lava. You're going to want to get a lot of water buckets, a lot of lava buckets. Those are useful for movement, for killing players. If you get copper, like I did, you can get this, the short sword and the short bow, which are crafted with a bow and copper and a iron sword and copper, respectively. Don't sleep on fishing, especially the lucky rod. Quite simple to craft, and it gives you luckier drops, especially if you have the looters class. That is going to be essential to get, because you can get insane drops, especially bows, from that. Kind of choose your kit. I really like the looters kit to fit your playstyle. Craft bundles. These are very easy to craft. I'm actually going to get one right now, and they are very useful. They're like shulker boxes. Um, Definitely go for the dragon katana if you can. Nether rushes. Um, that's definitely something you're going to want to go for if you're doing that. It gives you perma speed 1, which is very useful. Um, what else do I have here? Get levels from quartz, especially if you're on one of those nether rushes. It can also be used to make tridents if you have 2 diamonds. Get shears if you have a bit of extra iron. For leaves and apples, which there are boosted apple rates in this game as well. Keep that in mind. And that's kind of it, guys. Have a good time playing, and we'll see you in the next one.